What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Today in this video, I'll be talking about the 5 reasons why people fail in online business, including Amazon FBA. So honestly, I think this video will be one of my most easiest YouTube videos to film because I have made literally all of these 5 mistakes when I was just starting out my online business. If you guys are new to my channel, please subscribe and please hit the notification bell if you want to see more videos from me. Please make sure you watch until the very end of this video because I am going to be sharing with you my story and how I lost $15,000 starting out on Shopify.
Oops.
So the very first reason why people fail in online business and Amazon FBA is because they don't have a goal. You don't have a mission, you don't have a goal, and you don't know why you are even doing this. You are doing it maybe because you found it attractive on YouTube, you are selling on Amazon, or you're starting your own online business because, well, why are you doing it? When you don't have a solid goal and you don't have a reason why you are doing this, it's going to be very, very hard for you to achieve and get success in any type of business. I don't know about you, but what drives me every single day and how I stay motivated is because I think about my long-term goal. My goal is I would never want to return back to my 9-to-5 cubicle desk job. It was absolutely horrible. I hated it. I hated the people. Hate is a strong word, but hey, I hated my 9-to-5 job. And that's why I started Amazon FBA and my online businesses, because my goal has been the very same since day one. I never ever want anyone to control my life again. I never want to return back to 9-to-5, and I want to be my own boss. You see, a lot of people overlook this. You do things because other people want you to. You do things because you find it glamorous or very attractive online, so you start doing it. But you have to write down, what is your own goal? What is your mission? Why are you trying to start your own online business? When you know your goals very, very well, you are going to work 10 times more hard towards getting what you want, making that passive income, whatever it is. The second mistake that I see online entrepreneurs make every single day is that they are not spending enough time on their business. So if you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I am always active. If you send me a message, I am going to reply within 24 hours. I am just really, really active, and I'm always engaging with my audience, with my students, with my members, with my viewers, with you. And a lot of the time, a lot of new entrepreneurs, they don't spend enough time working on their business. If you don't set aside a time every single day to work on your business, such as Amazon FBA, if you guys are selling on Amazon, how do you expect to get customers? How do you expect for your business to grow? How do you expect to get the success that you really want? So before you start an online business, or if you are in the middle of an online business, you have to make time for it. Every single new business, whether it's online or offline, whatever it is, you need to invest your time, energy, and effort into it 110%. Having a new online business is like having a newborn baby. You have to spend a lot of time, energy, and effort into it. I know I keep saying that, but I really stress that because I see that one of the main reasons why people fail with Amazon FBA especially is that they always tell me, Tamara, I don't have the time. I have a dog, I have a cat, I have my baby, I have my husband, my wife. Well, there are a lot of times where you can actually squeeze in just 1 hour a day just to make sure that you are getting the knowledge that you need to get your business up and running. Remember, the only person who can set your schedule for you is yourself. You have to hold yourself accountable, you have to be responsible, and you have to squeeze in that time every single day to make sure that you are on the right track to success. Also, I know a lot of you guys are starting out online businesses because you want to generate passive income, but the truth is when you run a real business, such as myself, I have a few online businesses happening at the moment, you don't stop. When you get success, when you see your business growing and growing and growing, and your students getting more and more results, your customers loving, admiring, and adoring your products, you actually don't stop. You want to keep going. And that's where I really want you guys to start looking forward to. Mistake number 3, you are not doing the proper research to get to where you want to be. So with Amazon FBA, a lot of you guys do product research, and sometimes you don't know whether or not you should pull the trigger to sell this product. You are not getting the help you need before pulling the trigger on that product, and you are risking literally thousands and thousands of dollars. You guys, I see this happening every single week. People are not getting the help they need when they are just starting out their business, and they end up losing thousands of dollars on a product when they are trying to get it up and running. So some questions to ask yourself: why are you selling this product? How are you getting your customers? How are you going to launch and market and sell your product? You can have the most amazing, best idea in mind for your business, the perfect product, the perfect service, but if you don't know how to launch and sell that exactly step by step, you are going to run into a lot of problems. No one's going to buy your product. You don't know how to sell your product. You don't know how to get your audience, your customers, or whoever it is that you want to be interested in your product. So make sure that you are doing all the upfront research before investing thousands and thousands of dollars into your online business or Amazon FBA products. This is actually one of the biggest mistakes that I made when I was just starting out my online business, which I will tell you about after these 5 mistakes that I'll talk about right now. But it was just not doing any research up front, and I literally just threw up some products online, praying to God and hoping that someone will help me and someone to buy my products. It does not work that way. Trust me. You need to write up a 110% solid business plan before you invest your money into everything. This is very important if you don't want to risk losing a lot of money. Mistake number 4 is that you are lacking some motivation and commitment towards your business. This is the most common out of all of us. I'm sure sometime throughout your week, you are going to feel like you're less motivated. You know, you're kind of pushing off things that you're supposed to do. Maybe it's your product research. Maybe it's creating your product listing. Maybe it's hitting that $10,000 mark in profit per month. You have all these plans and goals, but you're lacking the motivation. So for some of us, we need someone to hold us accountable. Not all of us are self-driven. Everyone is different. For myself, it took a lot to get there, to be responsible and disciplined every single day so I can keep working towards my business. But for a lot of us, when we are new to any sort of online business or business in general, whatever it is, or a new habit, when you're trying to develop that new habit to keep on going, keep on working, you don't have that motivation. You need a good kick in the ass, someone to give you direction and guideline every day so you stay on track. Some of us need that, some of us don't. So if you are lacking motivation or determination, or you're having a really hard time just getting up and doing what you're supposed to do every day for your business, I suggest doing one thing you love every single morning to get you started. So for myself, I like to go for a hot yoga class, I like to go to the gym, or I like to go for a run every single morning for at least 1 hour before I start my workday. I have a lot ahead of me throughout the day, but I need to think clearly. I need to feel happy. I need to feel motivated and ready. If my mind is not in the right place throughout the day, my whole day is going to crash. So I hope that kind of helps you. Just make sure that you make some time in the morning to do what you love. It could be reading, it could be cooking, it could be talking to a friend on the phone, whatever it is. Make sure that you are putting aside some time in the morning before your big work day to do what you love. Mistake number 5. This is one that most of us don't even notice, is that you have the wrong attitude. Sometimes you have the wrong attitude towards what you are trying to accomplish. So for an example, I had a call recently with someone, and during our whole consulting call, he paid me for this coaching call because he said, Tamara, I need help with my product. I need to get it up and running. Okay, we had the call, but he spent 50 minutes out of that whole 1 hour call complaining about something. He was complaining. He was not being constructive. He was being destructive. So I'm not saying that this is you, but a lot of the times we have to reflect back on our attitude and really think, how am I handling my situation? You have to ask, am I looking at this in a positive way, or am I looking at this in the wrong negative way? So a positive way would be, okay, maybe I lost $500 on trying to rank a keyword. The positive way to look at this is, wow, I may have lost some money, but I gained a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge that will get me closer to where I want to be. A negative attitude will be like, screw this, I'm done. This is complete bullshit. I am just done with this and I'm never going to succeed. When you have a bad attitude, it's going to reflect on your business and your work, and your business will start going downhill. And you are taking up more time complaining about your situation rather than learning and fixing it. Do not be that guy. But do believe this one thing that I am going to tell you right now. These are absolutely good mistakes. And I know that sounds weird, but if you are not making mistakes within your entrepreneur journey, you're not really learning. You have to make mistakes in order to learn. So a lot of you guys want to kind of perfect everything, making sure that everything goes smoothly and 100% right before starting your business or whatever it is. But the truth is, all of us will make these mistakes sometime along our business journey, and it's just impossible to avoid. I don't know anyone who has succeeded without making any mistakes, which brings me to my story about losing $15,000 when I was just starting out my online business. I watched a lot of YouTube videos on which online business model I should follow. And before I found Amazon FBA, before I found success on Amazon FBA, I actually started my own online clothing store on Shopify. This was in the middle of 2017, right before I found Amazon FBA, and I made all of these 5 mistakes. I cared about absolutely nothing. I was really high up on my high horse. I really wish I had a coach. I really wish someone would give me direction, but I just thought, hey, let's just dive right in and maybe I'll figure it out on the way. Absolutely worst mistake that I have made was just not getting the help I need and not listening to everybody. I was like a big know-it-all. I was very closed-minded. I didn't ask any questions. I wasn't a part of any community, and I had more and more mistakes, obviously, but I just had mistakes piling and piling and piling on top of each other. And that's when I lost $15,000. I actually bought inventory from AliExpress, put up my clothing and nice pretty dresses on Shopify, hoping that someone will find my store online. Big mistake. No one found my store. I had an Instagram account, and that was absolutely the worst feeling in my life. I thought I was a big failure. I thought, holy, I could have done so much more with $15,000. I could have gone on 3 nice vacations. I could have bought that. I could have bought this. But instead, what I realized today, looking back at every single mistake that I made, is that I am so happy I lost that $15,000. I am so happy that I took the leap and just dived right in, even though I made 20,000 mistakes. I'm just happy that I made some mistakes because it would have never brought to where I am now, where I am much more knowledgeable and more smart with my business choices. So even though if anyone here is listening and you have failed at some point in your life, just remember, as long as you learned something and you are going to fix that problem, whatever it is, and look at it more in a positive perspective and not make those mistakes again, just be a little smarter around next time, you are going to achieve whatever you want in your life. You'll get what you want, but you have to really realize and change your attitude in that way, where you have to think, again, instead of, thinking that this was the worst thing that has ever happened to me, how did it help me? How did it help me grow as a person? What can I do to use that experience where I failed and put it towards success? How can I turn that into success? So I hope you guys found this video useful. I actually think this was, again, the most easiest video I filmed because honestly, this is speaking from my heart. Every single one of these mistakes I have made. And again, I'm very glad I made them. I couldn't be happier that I made them. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions for me, please comment below and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.